Welcome everyone to the Watchlist, your virtual weekly TV guide right here on the Latin Nerds Network. Ready to go over all the shows, films, documentaries released on streaming over the past week. Give your best recommendations or non-recommendations as the case may be. And of course, at the end of the show, letting you know what's dropping next week so you too can create your very own watch list. Joining us as always, live from Houston, sprouting his very nice Washington Commanders hat, of course. Senor Jaime, aka Chewy, as Commanders take their steps to the Super Bowl 2028, but that begins today. Late today.
2028. What?
You got to build. It takes years. You just don't
Good
go,
lord.
from worst to bad. No, maybe who knows? But it starts this year. Very excited. A lot of other teams in the playoffs and some teams out of the playoffs already. You saw yesterday's disaster. That said, actually, this has been one of the bigger weeks. Next week tapers down a bit as the new year kind of gets going here. So, Chewy, let's get into it. We're starting with Jerry. Of
Jerry.
course. Documentary, two-part documentary on Netflix. Jerry fights camera and action. Of course, the infamous daytime talk show, I guess gaining its real prominence in the 90s and the 2000s. I didn't even know last 2018. I had no idea it was still on to that time.
No, it was on a
It was on a
while.
while, but I mean,
For
it
whatever for
was
whatever reason.
it's zenith, if you will, would be the early 2000s, right? I guess, or whatever.
Mm.
Of course, Jerry Springer, very controversial show, is the beginning of trash TV, if you will. I guess some would say, but it was very popular. People ate it up, and there was even documentary mentions that it overtook Oprah, who was the queen of talk show at the time. At least talk shows were prominent back then, so it kind of gets into the behind the scenes, a lot of the producers and stuff, and how the show developed, and the producer really came in and changed the show from the traditional talk show to what it became, and the nonsense and definitely the debauchery that is the Jerry Springer show. Chewy, is this on the watch list for you?
Um, yeah, like I said, it was only 2 episodes, so it's short and sweet and to the point, right? Give us a little bit of insight, gives us peel back the onions and kind of let us know what really was going on behind the scenes and how they set up these confrontations or instigated
They
really
were
the
instigated, right? I mean,
confrontations.
I guess
Yeah.
from their side, there was real that they did heighten
No, no,
some of that
they
stuff,
didn't
right?
make it up,
Right.
but they definitely added kindling to the
Sure.
fire. Breathed on it, added maybe a little kerosene or whatever, lighter fluid, and they said, "Okay, let's see what happens." Boom.
Give the people what they want, I guess.
Yeah,
People wanted it.
I get. Well, certain people, right?
Well,
I
fair
mean,
enough, but I mean, it wasn't a one rated
look,
daytime
look.
show for whatever it's
At the
worth.
end of the day, this was entertainment, right?
Of
This
course.
was not
Yeah.
a. This is not meant to inform, not meant to enlighten, not meant to broaden your mental acuity or to solve a problem. It was like, okay, who's your baby daddy? I slept with my sister's brother's boyfriend, whatever.
Married a
I'm like,
horse, apparently.
I'm closetly gay. I mean, it was just ridiculously situations, pure trash TV. And obviously, by what we see now, a great segment of the American population is as about that's about as the height of their intellect needs to go to be entertained.
I mean, it is what it. I mean, it is what it. There's an audience for it, and there's still an audience for that. But yeah, so it takes a deep dive. I liked that. I enjoyed it for what it was. I mean,
No, no, yeah,
we,
but like I said, yeah.
when the time when we, was in college and all that. This was really one of the shows you wow. It was talked about, right? It became part of the zeitgeist, and the Jerry Springer show was a big deal. So, seeing the behind the scenes was interesting. So I definitely recommend it, particularly for those who are familiar with the show, seen it, like it or not.
Hmm?
Gives a good perspective on what the show and why it became the way as popular as it was. So I definitely enjoyed that one. Next, we'll stick with Netflix. We got a film at Vitam, Vitam, I don't know, whatever. It's a French film. Basically, you kind of build as like an action, I guess, thriller. You have a special police member, an individual who's in the police. He's married to another former police member, and I guess he is trying to had some hidden secrets about what's going on with the government. So they're after him. They kidnap his wife, who's pregnant, and now has to do their bidding to get his wife back. And he springs into action. Yada yada yada. This is just standard. It's supposed to be a standard action film. The problem is they forgot the action, and that's a problem. And the ridiculous scene with some parachute thing was retarded. It was not good. I didn't like it at all. After watch this, don't bother. I don't know if you even saw this, Chewy, or not.
No, once I find out it's a movie, you know how I feel about movies.
Yeah, I
It's
got
like,
you.
no.
Yeah, but this was not good. You're not, believe me, not missing anything. There's no one should be watching this. People in France should be embarrassed. They really shouldn't be. It's not good. Um,
Sacre
not good at all. Next one, we got Goosebumps with a new season on Disney Plus. What's this guy from Friends now? He's starring it, right? Oh my
Oh
God,
yeah, David
David
Schwimmer.
Schwimmer. Thank you.
So
There we
it's
go.
good to see that he's eating again
Man's got
because
to
it's been
eat.
a
It's
while.
been a while, so I'm not a Goosebumps fan. So truly, up to you. This on the watch list.
So this is it's season two, but it's more like an anthology, kind of like
Sure.
what's that FX show, that scary one
American
that
Horror.
they do every year. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, kind of like that. So they're not connected, right? These are
Independent stories,
packeted.
but the seasons are
Yes.
for is a story. It's not an anthology
Oh no,
per
no, no, no,
se.
no. Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah.
season's a story, but then there's no relation to previous season. What happened, the events, right? Which okay, fine, whatever. So it's got that horror, scary spin on it. I enjoy season one. I'm enjoying it. It's okay. It is Disney Plus, so don't expect a whole lot of blood and gore, but it is pretty interesting. There's only 2 episodes so far, 28 episodes, I
Well, it
believe.
is. I mean, this is for the family for the most part. I would assume.
Well,
I don't know because it's technically Hulu Disney Plus, so maybe I'm wrong in that. So
yeah, yeah. So it's more Hulu than it
fair
is
enough.
Disney
Fair enough.
Plus,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So it's not like it's not Skeleton Crew, right?
Right. Well, fair enough. Which I'm not hating. So let me just say it right now on Skeleton Crew.
Yeah,
Uh,
you hate it?
no,
Wow. I thought you were supposed to be saying it's the best thing ever to get her out, but
there's
whatever.
only so much I could do. The lie kind of maintain itself so for so long. The facade drops. Oh,
It's entertaining. It's not good to eat, but it is for me. It is
no,
entertaining,
okay, no,
right?
it's fine. It's
The
fine.
kids are.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, I think we talked about it. Had that Indiana Jones
yeah.
Goonies feel, right? Which is nostalgic. The story's okay. Jude Law is pretty good actually, and I'm glad he is. Well, whatever. I don't know who's watching. He is the villain. He's staying the villain. He's not. He's
Yeah,
not doing a
he's the
heel
best
turn,
thing
so
on that
that's
show.
good.
Not to get too off topic, but he's the best thing about the
Yeah,
Skeleton Crew.
yeah,
But it's
probably.
not
Yeah.
bad. It's not great, but let's not get kid ourselves. Next one we got On Call. This is on Prime, dropping 8 episodes. Shorter than I thought it was going to be, like 30-minute episodes, maybe a little bit less. Basically, it's just standard police procedural. We got a training officer who's taking on a new trainee, showing him the ropes. This takes place in Long Beach and really revolves. I mean, they're involved in different scenarios, of course, day to day life as a police officer. But there's one ongoing case, particularly of a killing of her former trainee who got shot in the
Mhm.
line of duty. They're trying to go after the guy and his ties with, of course, the gangs and all that. Um, uh, Not a bad show, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend to put on the watch list, honestly, because this is so like we've seen it so many times, and I guess if you're a huge fan of this kind of show, your typical police procedural show, sure. But other than that, nothing new to offer. It's okay. It just didn't quite do it for me, Chewy.
I like it. I'm enjoying it because yes, it is. It's not bloated as we've seen with some of these other police
I'll give
procedurals,
you that the fact that it's
right?
30 minutes, it's a saving grace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
30, 35 minutes.
If even, I
Uh,
think it's even less than that, like 26 sometimes. So it's short, and that's a good thing, for the
yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah. It's a good thing because I mean, there is one central case, but it is fairly interesting. I'm enjoying it. It's a Dick Wolf, so he was pretty big back in the day. So maybe he's showing his age a little bit, and not evolving with the times. But it is entertaining, right?
Yeah, I guess
I
it's
think
not
this
a
is
bad
one that was
show.
made.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it is right. It's got to entertain me. It's got to keep my attention, and it does right because it is obviously the modern set, and it's not meant to be something that's from the 80s or 90s or anything
yeah,
like that, the two
exactly. It's just
thousands.
like I said. For me, like want something new and different. It's just an offer it. But again, if you're into
Mhm.
that, for sure, no doubt, it's not a bad show at
Yeah,
all. And I will say a shout out to the was
Eric LaSalle.
no
Or,
John Stamos' wife or girlfriend in Full House. He's eating again. I forgot her name. On Becky. Is it on Becky?
oh, I didn't even recognize her. That's her.
Yeah,
Oh
the
shit.
commanding
Okay,
officer. I was like, oh my god, it's Full House.
I had no idea.
That's
No, I mean I thought you were gonna say Eric LaSalle from
no.
ER fame.
Oh no, what? Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know, but he's still
and
kind of
and his
eating.
Logan his
Yeah,
Logan cameo, all
right.
right, 20 minute scenes, whatever. But
Yeah, But the eating, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
one of those shows. So it is what it is. Like
There isn't any good police procedures on right now that I
fair,
can think of.
fair.
So in this category, this is it, and that's what
That's
you
what I'm saying.
enjoy.
If
I
this is what
mean,
you
yes.
like, this is for you, essentially, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Short to the point. And again, it's not a bad show. It's just not one that it's gonna
Mhm.
change your life, if you say, if you will. Next one on Netflix, we had a 7-part limited series, American Primeval. This one, of course, is a show depicting times of 1800, 1850s, not mistaken, in Utah. We have,
Yeah, 1858 if we're
around it,
starting
right?
to
To
really
be
get.
exact, we have Brigham Young at the time was the governor, of course, of the state, and he's this prominence as far as bringing the Mormon community into prominence, and his I guess is at odds with, of course, the military, the American military, and of course you got the pioneers in the way, and of course we got the Native Americans trying to defend their land, which they so pushed out of the way. And you got the main focal points: a woman traveling with a son, trying to get him to his father. She's wanted for murder, so they got bounty hunters after her, and she's trying to find a way to cross these dangerous lands. Um, this one here, I'm actually really enjoying what I thought I was going to. Be honest with you. This thing is grisly as hell, man, and it's dark. Not just graphic in terms of what they show, but just it seems like one of the more accurate depictions of what life in those times was actually like. The brutality, the savagery that was there. This I don't say lawless,
The lawlessness
right?
is
The lawless
is
is rampant, and it's wow. It's an interesting look because you don't really see it that deep into it. Yes, you get the graphic nature, which I'm always a big fan of. This guy was getting scalped, and
well,
that was
I mean, it's definitely
the
you
brutality is
definitely
there.
see the Peterberg
True,
style
yeah, yeah. Peter Berg, yeah, yeah.
of. Have you seen his
Mm-hmm.
movies and his act? I mean, he's done Deepwater Horizon. He's always paired up with Mark Wahlberg. I'm surprised
Yeah,
he's not in this show.
yeah, Lone Survivor, The Patriot.
I'm really surprised. Like, where's Mark
Where's
Wahlberg,
Mark
man?
Wahlberg? He actually would have worked in this show. Peter Berg, yeah,
Maybe he doesn't do TV. I don't know.
it's possible.
But
But he's a legitimate director. He's also on
No,
crap.
no, no, no.
He's
Yeah,
on
yeah,
crap,
yeah,
but he
yeah,
does
yeah.
some
He's
really
done
good
some great
films.
movies.
Yeah,
He's got. I mean, you can see. Certain directors that have a certain action sequence or cinematography, right? And they had a couple of great in the first few episodes,
yeah.
action scenes, like pseudo one shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the pioneers are attacked, right? And they come from all directions. There's this mass chaos, and people getting picked off left and right, when these two are trying to escape. I mean, it was just like wow. So it's really intense. Yeah, I mean, as far as accuracy, probably. I mean, when you say the old west, they've certainly
Of
romanticized
course.
what it was like,
Sure.
right? The freedom,
Yeah.
do your own thing, go to the land. Yet they forget the part about there was no law and order, right? So you piss someone off, you're more likely getting killed or shot if you're not a
Yeah,
gunman
that's how it
yourself.
works.
Bandits, kind of like pirates on land, right? Essentially,
No
you see
honor. Yeah,
pioneers,
no honor amongst thieves.
none whatsoever.
Yeah.
And obviously dealing with this one, which is interesting, obviously, is we've never seen really too many depictions of the Mormon community, especially at
No,
that time.
sure.
Yeah, with Brigham Young, and then interlace that with Native Americans who this was technically their land. At the end of the day, we just came in and took it, and I say we, the white man.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't toss us in that salad, dude.
sorry, sorry.
That's,
You know,
we had our own problem.
we
We were
we
busy getting
Spanish
wiped out.
we took our fair
Yeah.
share. Okay, I'll
We
take
were
see
getting
South
wiped out,
America.
yeah, in our land. So
Yeah,
we get it. We sympathize with Native Americans, but it wasn't
yeah.
us. Let's make that perfectly clear.
Not this one.
If anything, we tagged
But
you in,
and
just,
it's got an all-star cast. I mean,
well, yeah,
you see the guy
Taylor Kitsch is
Brigham
in
Young is
this.
played by the
Yeah,
guy from Sons of Anarchy. I can't remember his name. He was one of the bikers, right? From Sam
hmm
Crow. We have
Taylor Kitsch, he's been in a lot of things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see he's eating. I mean,
yeah,
he's the original.
yeah.
I wish he was in Deadpool and Wolverine as an alternate
Oh,
um
Gambit.
yeah. But
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
I was like, I completely forgot about that one.
Yeah,
But whatever.
he was there. Jack Courtney, of course,
Yeah.
he was in the Oscar-winning Suicide Squad again, so it's worth mentioning.
Oh,
Um,
that yeah,
but I
that's
mean, he
true.
hasn't been.
And
Yeah, yeah,
the lady is she was in Glow, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. Betty
Uh,
Gilpin,
Yes,
Am I
yes,
saying it
yes. She's
right?
been some other things, but I remember her from close. Like I said, it's got a pretty expansive cast of people you've seen, and so when I it's like it's very good, very well made,
Yeah.
very interesting. Yes, action and in your face, and I mean I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really better and very cinematic. It's a really cool show. Definitely on the watch list. I think it was for me
Mm.
the probably the best show of the week for sure. Um,
Uh,
but
well, yeah, yeah,
yeah, I think so
it's up
for,
there.
for me.
Well, it's not made. I mean, there was a couple. There's another show I want to talk about, but yeah.
Oh, that's fine. But it's fine for me. It's just for the week, not for the year. Well, it could be the best show of the year because the year just started, right? That's a fair statement. I mean, it's not an erroneous statement. That hopefully should change in a week. And the last one we got on Max, dropping 2 episodes. That's the Pitt, the newest kind of medical drama, if you will. This has a kind of shades of 24. It seems like they're doing an hour per episode, kind of
Yeah,
deal.
this
Yeah.
is the unique thing about this is taking in somewhat real time
Mm.
a 15-hour shift. There's gonna be 15 episodes,
Right.
but basically
15.
it's going
Wow.
yes, it's going through a full
Okay.
shift at an ER in real time essentially, right?
Yeah.
Which each episode is it's an hour, right? Each block, right? So
Right. Right. Right.
that's that unique spin, right? And it is this. I think this was intended as originally conceived was supposed to be a sequel of ER in some way because obviously Noah Wallace is the probably the title
Of
character
course, yeah. Who's no
in
stranger to this
here.
show, to these kind of shows? Yeah.
Yes, right. And so I think this was originally, but negotiations broke down, so they retooled it, and this is what we got. But it has a little bit of flavor, a little bit of shade, uh, towards ER as far as some of the elements, right? But it is its own show, right? So there's no relation. But uh, this is very actually, I'm really enjoying this a lot, man. I
Okay.
haven't seen too many. I didn't get into Grey's Anatomy or any of the ones that came post ER
Yeah.
or the one that was like E/R. Okay,
Well,
whatever.
whatever. I mean, let's face it. This is like the police procedure. This was a dime a dozen back in the day. They really were. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back in the day,
Yeah.
and more recently, right? I
Yeah.
think most recent was
Well, but
Grey's
that's been around
Anatomy.
for a long time. But it started. It's
Yeah,
been around for like 50 years. It seems like. But yeah.
but like I said, the unique spin is this is taking in real time. So it's not like episodes and the days later, weeks later.
Yeah.
This is across literally
Yeah.
one
Exactly.
shift.
And I can appreciate. Like I said, like 24. I mean, you guys remember 24? Keith the Sutherland.
Mm,
Every hour was an episode, an hour of actual real time per se, right?
mm,
Um, it's okay. I mean, I want to keep watching it. I'm not, for me personally, I'm not big on these medical shows for the most part. It just was never my thing.
mm.
Um, like if you can do something different, which is why like Scrubs is, I know it's a different kind of show, but that was a comedy.
Well, that was a
That was a
comedy.
comedy ER. It's basically what it was, right? Let's be honest. That's what it was. It was ER, but
Yeah,
with comedy, right? But that
but
worked.
that was a long time ago,
That
dude.
was one time, but it was funny. I love that, right? But other than that, I mean, it wasn't, I wasn't into McDreamy. Grey's Anatomy, that was a big thing. ER, George Clooney. With me, this is fine. If you, I think again, much like the On Call, if you like this kind of show, if you into it's really well made. It's good. I'm enjoying it. I didn't know it's 15 weeks. That seems like a lot for a
Mhm.
show like this, but I'll watch it. Max normally doesn't put out crap. This is good, solid.
Yeah,
Enjoyed it. I recommend it, particularly if you're into the genre. Right, drop again 2 episodes on HBO Max.
mhm.
Um, Before next week, is there a different show that I'm missing? To? Or was this your best one?
No, no, that's it for the week. That's
Oh,
it.
okay,
That's
okay,
it.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you thought this was for you better than Primeval? Primeval?
Well, I mean, it's up there. I
Okay,
mean, I
that's fair.
mean,
No, that's fine. It's okay. Look.
one's limited. They're like two different shows, right?
Oh
One's
yeah,
it was
it's the apples and
graphic
oranges. Yeah,
western, I guess.
yeah. It's a
Uh,
different kind of show, right? But whatever. I mean, it's entertaining. Excuse me, if you're into that kind of genre,
mhm.
you could do worse, right? So that's it for the week. I said not a lot of stuff. There's some good shows in there. Really are some good shows in there. Next week, today starts today. Rogue Heroes, right? And second season on MGM Plus.
Correct.
Looking to pass that 10 subscriber get over it. So I'm rooting for you guys. Um, we got another Netflix kind of a not police procedure, but thriller. Involving it's called the Public Disorder, involving a riot squad over. I think it's Italy.
I think I'm not sure if it's French or
Yeah,
Italian,
I'm not sure. Foreign show.
or maybe even Spanish. I don't even know.
I'm not
I
sure.
have
I
to
know
look
it's
and see.
foreign. I didn't quite, I wasn't sure
Yeah.
because the trailer's always dubbed, so I didn't quite catch what they were doing.
Hopefully, it's no Admitam.
It was better than that because that was not good. On the 16th, we got a Castlevania Nocturne. The second season, of course, the
Season
spin-off
Duke.
from the original anime Castlevania.
Mm.
The 17th, this is the one I think you and I are both excited about. We should be. It's got some really good early buzz, and that's, of course, Severance Season 2. I'm really excited about this one. Season 1, it was must-watch TV, one of Apple's best shows, bar none. You guys need to go back and watch that for sure.
It's been a while. It's
It's
been
been
a
a while,
while.
so I'm gonna need a recap for sure. No doubt, I'm gonna have to go on YouTube and get a recap or something. I'm not sure if Apple. I know Netflix gives you recaps. I'm not sure if Apple does. I don't recall.
I think
I'm not
they
sure. I
do.
think they
I
may,
think,
but I'll probably find on YouTube get a nice good recap. Like, oh, okay, now I know where
yeah.
I'm at again because it has been a couple years. There's some delays on that.
Mm.
The last thing, this one we mentioned last week, but I caught this and I'm not excited about it. But I'll probably watch, and that's Back in Action. We have the return, of course, Jamie Foxx is no stranger to.
Oh, the
Yeah,
movie.
it's a movie.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, and we got
yeah.
Cameron Diaz offered 10-year retirement. She's coming back. I don't know why she chose this to come back to, but whatever. She got paid. I don't know whatever. She got to eat. Both CIA ex-CIA agents or whatever, and the cover their cover is blown, so now they're forced back into action. Whatever. I mean, listen, Netflix does okay with these kind of action kind of films. They do, right? They do better than most other genres that they dive into. This is probably the most successful one. Not saying they give you a great shit, but they give you like, okay, whatever, decent. Like Carry On was another like good, decent film, which gained a lot of traction on
Mm.
Netflix.
Yeah.
So that comes out again on the 17th. So not a lot of stuff, but hey, either way, we'll talk about those next week. Of course, giving you the breakdown, what you should, what you shouldn't be watching. There's always something to watch. I don't care what anybody says. Of course, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Hit the like button, notification, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.